Hey guys, it's RealFancySimmer and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a renovation for my Let's Play the 4 Immortal Sisters challenge. So I have like 4 different sections for each girl, and their houses were kind of empty because whenever I read the rules, it said that you weren't allowed to buy any luxury items. You were only allowed to buy what they told you. But you guys told me that I could still like decorate. I just couldn't put anything that would be like fun or any like activities. I could only just simply decorate. So that is what I'm doing. I'm doing this, I guess you could call it kind of like a mini series almost, because I'm going to be doing each little section for like, or each girl's like house, you know, quote unquote house. I'm going to be doing them separately in their own videos. So there's going to be 4 of these, and yeah, so we're starting with Ember. She is the fire element, and yeah, so that's why everything is red and black and white. And there goes my phone. So yeah, let me just turn this off so it doesn't do that again. Alright, there we go. So yeah, so I pretty much made like a little living room area. I didn't put anything that they could like interact with, other than like a dresser. Because upstairs she has her bedroom, and then I also did put in another bathroom upstairs because she kept going to other girls' houses to use their bathrooms for some reason. So there's one downstairs, but I went ahead and put one upstairs too, just to try to resolve that problem. But yeah, so I'm putting some stuff over here on the bar, just trying to like fill up a little bit of that round area that I'm probably not going to use. And I really wanted to put that menu back there because I thought it would be super cool, but I ended up putting these like I'm not sure exactly what it is. They're at the bars, but they hold like some of the drinks in there, which is pretty cool. And I do think they put off some light as well, so that's always good. Cause yeah, because these like little house / rooms are so big, it's really hard to like get the lighting right because there's so much space to light up. So yeah, it can easily be like overdone and underdone. So you just have to kind of like, you gotta kind of work with that. That's like, probably I spent a lot of time doing lighting, but yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It definitely is a huge improvement from before. It was just completely empty basically, and yeah, now it's got some decorative items. It just looks like way more like complete, I think, is what it feels like to me. It's a lot better. And yeah, lots of move objects. I was going to put an L-shaped couch in the living room, as you probably saw, and the thing is with that is it looks freaking awesome, but at the same time, like, it does that little glitchy thing where it kind of like, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it. It like shimmers almost, but not in a good way. So I don't know, I try to look past it every time, but I just can't bring myself to do it, so that's my bad. But yep, so I tried to make this little area look as much like a bar as humanly possible without making it too like obnoxious, because she is like, I guess you could call her like the party sister, I guess. But she brings home all of the men, she has all of the babies, and her only skill that she can learn outside of like the social skills such as like charisma or mischief, or what's the other one? Comedy, I think. She can learn mixology, so that's why I really like put a lot of focus on the like bar club type of theme, because that's pretty much the only thing she can do for her entertainment in terms of like skill building. So yeah, that's why I focused on it. And I think everything on this table somehow got removed. I think, I hope I'm wrong, but I went back and looked at it later on, and it was like, it was empty. So I don't know what happened, but we can always just put some stuff back on there. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like a super huge mess or anything. But yeah, and then I found these like studio lights, and I was like, oh, that would be sweet. So we ended up putting them downstairs. I didn't want him to put them in the bedroom. I put them down there. So yeah, all was well. And I did like extend the walls there on the side because I thought that we could put like little couches in there and stuff, which we do end up doing, and I really like the way that it looks. Also makes the room look a little bit bigger. And oh, I like this curtain idea right here. I do take it away, but I end up bringing it back, and I'll show you what I did with that whenever it happens. But I felt so felt creative. Felt very creative on that one. But yeah, just changing up the wallpaper here. I had brick on there and I changed it to sliding. So I don't know, I like the way that that looked a whole lot more. And then I put mirrors on the side there, so this is kind of like a little dressing area. Had to remove some of the columns, but I think it actually looks better without the columns. And as you can see, Ember is just like standing there in her bedroom, like just chilling like a villain. But yeah, so there are the little couches. I did use the fancy ones because this is a very fancy looking place. And yeah, it's very like Victorian looking. I like those themes the most, so yeah, I really like that. It's very, very pretty. And then I always want to put a rug underneath the bed, but it always somehow looks weird to me, so I put one like right underneath that like ottoman. And that was just me messing around with the windows and seeing if I was gonna like anything. But this is where I did the curtain thing again. I believe I brought it back. I was like messing with the suns, but it just looked a little like cheesy. And those look really like childish. But I'll show you in just a second. When do I do it? When do I do it? I was gonna put knives in there because I was like, well, she does kind of murder them, so I mean, it would make sense, but at the same time, it's like, we don't murder them with knives, so. This is what I ended up doing. I had like a little, what is that thing called? It's like a cork board type of thing. Oh, I did put the knives in there. I knew I used it somewhere. But anyways, I put the little curtains over it as if they were like diabolical plans that were hidden by a curtain. So yeah, that was my thought process in that moment. But yeah. So over here, like I said, both areas are like a little changing area or a little like, not a closet necessarily, but you know, just where you would like get dressed and ready for your day. We've got some clothes on the wall, which I really love doing that. And then I put some shoes right here by the door because you gotta have shoes. But you gotta have shoes. And yeah, I really wanted to use that giant like neon sign, but it's just really giant, like too giant for this house. But yeah, so that is the bedroom. And yeah, so I have a little bit of space that's like left on the ground, but it really doesn't bother me that much. But as you can see, I put in a little bathroom over there, and I'm changing up the wallpaper out here too to that sliding. And yeah, so I'm hoping that this solves our little her going to other people's houses bathroom problem, because it's kind of annoying because she has her own bathroom downstairs, but yeah, I don't know. She just doesn't use it for some reason, so I mean, someone uses it every once in a while if they're downstairs, but if they're upstairs, or if she's upstairs anyways, she'll always like take the little bridge over to her sister's house and use it there, so I want her to use the bathroom that's in her place. It just makes sense. But here I'm putting some towels on top of like a little hamper, and I did the same theme with this bathroom that I did with the downstairs bathroom just to keep it kind of consistent. And yeah, so I really like that bathroom. It's pretty cozy, I gotta admit. And so I put a giant painting to cover up this spot, and I was gonna do something cool with the tables, but I ended up just thinking it looked a little weird in the end, but it's okay, no biggie. And yeah, just filling in some space. I really wanted to use those little like dog, wolf looking statues and like face them both inward, but for some reason, and I don't know why, I don't know if it's just this table, I don't know if it's just that statue, but you can't like, I don't know, I can't even explain this. One of them will be centered and one of them will be like on the edge of the table, and I don't know why you can't center it, but it drives me out of my mind. But yeah, so we are coming to an end here. I actually think I don't know if never mind, I remembered. I was gonna say I don't remember if I recorded the other side, but I'm going to be adding another little like living room section up here just to fill in that little space here in the middle, and that is it. So I'm just going to be putting a few little couches, just kind of like the downstairs area, like no TVs or anything, like that's a luxury item. So those, I'll probably put TVs in here eventually, but we will have to earn that money ourselves. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little room renovation, or it's kind of like a house, but it's like a room at the same time. I don't even know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys.